Spring has arrived on Riverbend Springs. It is March. No more snow. We have some grass that we can cut. We have 3 fields we want to get planted, but these are the last 3 wood beams for this phase of the playground. $50,000 selling those goods, and let's double check here. We have plenty of wood beams, enough planks long. We'll come back later, probably in April, to see what the next phase is. And just teleporting over to the Grain Elevator Museum, you can see planks long and planks are the next phase here. And we do have looks like we're just short on the planks long, so we need those activated, and they are. And the planks are activated on the sawmill as well. So we should be able to get through this phase pretty quick once we get the planks going again. Does auto-loading work through walls? It sure does. Nobody saw that. I put these trees a little... Oh, it still worked. Nobody saw that. I don't typically do this, but I'm letting one of our employees drive my truck. They're gonna take the wool over to the soon-to-be production yard. Good amount today. We're gonna do some farm work, some field work myself. It's getting a little overgrown. With all the issues we've been having with this pole over here, I figured I would just cut the grass myself today. It is a little tricky with this setup here to get around that pole, so I'm not too mad at them, but I'm gonna start off with some field work. We've been doing a lot of driving around and talking early in these episodes, so why don't you just enjoy me cutting some grass for a little bit. You know, I'm not that mad at them after doing this headland myself. I think we do need to get an upgrade on the back of this soon. Make it just a little bit easier, and it's going to be interesting to see if adding these 2 new barns recently are going to cause us to keep grass a lot more often. And today we will be just baling this up and keeping it as grass. We're getting pretty low on our supply of food for the sheep, so it is more than needed right now. So we're going to definitely just row this up and bale it and not wrap the bales this time around. A little lost income, but we got to keep those sheep fed, and the income is just going to keep increasing from the sheep moving forward. It'll all balance out in the end. Yeah, I think next time we cut grass, we might look into swapping this setup out for a new one, because honestly, it's confusing me. Having to be on the left side of the blue line and not the center, my brain got confused. All right, halfway done. Let's do a little sharp turn here, and we could get going on the other half of these. We skipped every other row. It just doesn't want to highlight the correct one that we want until the last second every time. But I'm complaining about an awesome feature that makes it super easy to play this game, so I will stop. And the fog is cleared up nice. It's been super nice to do this job myself, but I think after this I gotta jump back to being farm manager. We need to get probably the 7810 over to the new cotton field across the street to get the weeds sprayed. All right, back to the farmyard. I want to get to the planter, but I will hop over here and get the 7810 all prepped to do some spraying. So we are going, oh, we're in the 7810. Who was gonna tell me? No one was gonna tell me? It's because we didn't have the front loader on it. I thought this was the 7R. Okay, so after we get this all prepped and started, we're gonna go ahead and jump in the 7R, and we're gonna head out to the new field and start planting it, start putting some cotton in the ground. And that would mean that we would wanna get the white set up on doing the windrowing on the grass field, and then they can do the baling as well. All right, away they go. Gonna get the worker B there. It's gonna get the weed sprayed. Now, if I remember right, we set this up that after hooking this up, I can just go into the course play menu, and I should be able to just come in here and load this, and that should be loaded, and we can set it to first waypoints, and they should be able to just do that whole thing, and then we'll get them on the baler after they finish this. So we'll check in on them every once in a while. Not a ton of fertilizer or seed right now, so I think what we'll do is we'll take the 7R all the way, we'll drive to the new field, and then we'll pick up the truck so we can go get some seed and fertilizer. Oh, we don't need fertilizer. We do not need fertilizer for this field, so I will unload the fertilizer, but we will need seed. And full of seed, I forgot only 600 fits, so not a ton. Let's get this all prepared. We're gonna do the same thing that we just did with the tillage here. I'm gonna do the headlands, and then we'll hand over to a worker to do the rest. But I'm feeling like I've been missing out on some farm work, so we're gonna do a little bit more each episode on our own. Stop! Abort! 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 We're not doing headlands first anymore. I'm holding myself to it this time. I'm gonna do them last. We're gonna do this whole thing. You know, last planning session, last episode, which to be honest with you, in real life is only about 4 hours ago for me. And I already forgot. We start with the ups and downs, and this time we're doing it. So just pretend like we're not driving over anything right now. Okay, I did that to be a little excessive. But where is the next pass here? Maybe we will go to the beginning of the field and start over, because I was a little confused by the way the guidelines start there. And I might... Okay, Chris. Gotta get it together, man. Gotta get it together. I'm gonna start right here. What headlands? No headlands were done. I don't know what you're talking about. All right, we haven't been doing a lot of field work ourselves, so we're gonna plant this cotton field all by ourselves. I will have to check on the other tractors to make sure they're still doing their job. We should hear about the white finishing up the swathing real quick on the grass field and get them swapped over to the baler. But after that, we're just gonna focus on cotton. Enjoy. Just got the notification. We are going to take a pause here. They're done. Looks clean too. I did have problems with courseplay running into bales, so I'm a little worried about having it do this all on its own, but we're almost done with that field, to be honest with you. I think we're a little more than halfway done, and because it's so long and not very wide, it doesn't feel as big as it is when you're planting. Like, it's not going to take much longer to plant that than it would to cut the grass here. So just for comparison's sake, and let's see, we want these set at the largest size, so 180, and then I should be able to just open up this menu again and let them go. Perfect. And back to the cotton planting. I do love that courseplay keeps your equipment in good shape for you as a setting. I just wish that that setting was not enabled by default. I think we lost about $4,000 to it automatically doing some repairs to our tractors, and I was hoping to buy one of those productions, specifically the Fabric Factory, because we do have a few more things to sell. I just didn't want to do it all at the beginning of the episode like we have been. So we still might have enough money. We will evaluate that later on. I just wanted to complain about an amazing mod, because apparently I just complain about amazing things all the time. I don't think that was a very efficient way to plant this. I made some weird decisions there, but we're almost done. And barely going through 200 seed. That's crazy. I guess we overbought. I knew we had 2 more fields to plant, but I think we bought too much seed. And we are done. I will get the 7R and the Silverado back to the farmyard so we can continue on with our plans for the day. I had this fancy plan to load back in the game and sell the goods that were on here. Don't do that. Don't put them over the sell point unless you want them to sell when you load in the game. So I think it brought in about $40,000, but now we have 3,000 planks over here to get processed. So we're gonna need, quite a bit more, 7,000 at least, but planks long should be all set at this point. So just some planks here, and we're just waiting for the playground to finish processing what we brought them. Why don't I go this way and not drive on the cliff? But I'm trying to fund the Fabric Factory, so we're gonna go back to the sawmill and get the rest of the goods there. There's a bunch of prefabbed walls, and then we also have some wood chips, which I will check the price on those, but I have a feeling that wood chips are going to be not worth much right now. And after that, we're going to plant some corn. We have not done corn on FS25 yet. 4 prefab walls, well, 4,000, I guess, and we're going to head to the warehouse. I don't think we have seen the warehouse. Well, we've seen it, but we haven't really visited it or sold anything there or bought anything from the warehouse. Pretty cool feature added this time around, but we haven't been desperate enough to pay for the outrageous prices to buy things from there yet. We can sneak back here, get over there a lot easier. I'm not really sure where the sales location is. You say I've just driven by this place before, and it looks like it's here. Not too shabby, about $60,000 there. So we're at 202. Let's head back to the cotton field and see if we have enough money to pull this off now. And with $20,000 to spare, this is what we went with. I think I need to smooth that out a little bit more, slope it a little better. Let's take a look here. Yeah, a little mess up here, and that's a little steep still, so we'll work on that a little bit. But here's the spinnery. First real production that we've purchased and aren't leasing. Need to get some fences or gates. I'm not 100% sure how I want to finish this area. And we want to get the other productions going here too, and probably some greenhouses eventually. But I wanted to get the fabric going here in March. So now we'll just pretend like it's a normal day. We've had this for a while, just dropping off some goods. Yeah, the only problem I have right now is that slope there. Okay, unstrap. They should be good. Let's hit the little wrench icon here, see what's going on. So from cotton and wool, we can create fabric, and the rates here are pretty amazing compared to the rope when it comes to the wool. Cotton, 9 mix 3, so it is a 3-to-1 ratio here, but it just produces the cotton fabric a little bit faster than it does the wool fabric. But they all turn into fabric either way. So we'll get cotton, and next time we harvest cotton, this will get close to being full probably, but 10,000 liters in here out of 45,000 that we can hold. We might get to the point where we're just oversaturating this place, but that's okay. Wool does sell for a pretty good price, so we'll be able to handle that when the time comes. And I think eventually maybe over here or on this side of this road, maybe we'll have it split out this way and go to the clothing production. See if I made this better or worse. Oh, we jumped this time. We made it worse. We're heading home now. We have some corn to get in the ground, but I might wait till April for that. I'm undecided. I'm gonna go check the weather forecast and see how things are looking for April. I know we have a storm coming in tonight, so I kind of want to wait until that storm passes to get the corn in the ground. It is April. Walter's awake. We got some offers, special offers. Let's take a look at these. Not terrible. Wouldn't be bad to move to that setup. I mean, I think that's the setup I want to go with long term. Yeah, it's about 50% off. It would be a good start. Let's go ahead and buy that. We'll leave it over there while it's a good price. But I wanted to check on something else here. We do have weeds. We have the 7810 all prepped on the sprayer with some herbicide in it. So I'm going to have them go that direction, take care of the weeds, and we're going to plant corn in the field here. And then we're going to do soybeans in the last field in 59 and 60. I have no idea if they have enough herbicide, but we'll find out soon. Man, I wish it would show us where this field is broken because we can't do guided steering on this at all. Let me go in the sky and see if I can figure this out. I mean, the whole field looks good. Well, time to do this old school style. Let's switch to corn. And I got to make sure I didn't mess up. Did we go too far? No, corn is good today and soybeans are good to plant. Okay. And we can harvest them anytime that it's ready to harvest, right? We can, if we have 2 months to harvest, we can pick which 2 if they're ready in time. But this, okay, so this is what drives me nuts. Like real farmers let me know. We had hailstorm. There's no way this wouldn't plant here. It would be fine. I don't believe that that would happen just because we had hail and nothing was planted. Honestly, I might shut off weather destruction because I'm just not a fan of it. And all done with the cornfield. Just busted that out ourselves real quick. The John Deere that we sent over to do the spraying did end up running out of herbicide, so we will have to get that taken care of next. Well, this phase only needs wood beams, and it looks like we need about 11,000 of them. Going to be a little more. I think we need 12,000. Let's go into the production. Let's change that again. I didn't have wood beams activated. Let's deactivate. Let's go check. I'm visiting over here. We still need 7,000 planks and 1,000 planks long. And evaluating over here, we have the planks long, so let's deactivate that. Trying to make our wood last as long as possible. So now we should be making wood beams and planks, and we needed 7 planks. So let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have enough. So planks are going to get deactivated as well. All 11,000. We'll focus on wood beams next. Good progress. So we'll get everything over to that grain elevator next so that we can potentially, I don't think we will this episode, but see what that next phase is. We gotta be getting close, right? Gotta be. I know it was pretty late yesterday when we got this factory built, but I wanted to see what we have over here, and it looks like we already have a little bit of fabric. Awesome. Okay, so let's hop in here and see how this is going. Still 7,000 to go through, and they just got that one finished. Nice. So price-wise, fabric is shockingly the best at the playground for $18,000. Let's grab that for now. We're getting a little low on money. Just gonna try to sneak over here, and yeah, we'll get this refilled. Nobody watch. Nobody watch. Close your eyes. I don't understand why they think they're blocked by an object. That's hilarious. All right, so they'll finish that up. I think they were close to being done, but we need to get off the field. We need to get back to the sawmill. I do have some fertilizer for the 7R that is planting soybeans for us right now, so we'll have to head over that way. But I wanted to gather up all of the goods that are going to go to the grain elevator and get that going. And then we'll probably head over to the playground with this little bit of fabric. So that gives us a sneaking suspicion, as I was saying, it gives us a sneaking suspicion that fabric is going to be required to finish the playground project. I'm hoping we're done with rope, though. And once again, make some money. Fabric didn't get taken here, so that's good. So that was 65,000. We're back to 71. Just kind of double checking my sanity here. Planks long are good now, and planks are good as well. So we'll just need that to process, and we'll know the next stage there. We got to be getting close. I'm guessing 3 or 4 more phases. And since we're so close to this field, I thought I'd come out here and see how they're going, how they're doing. Good progress. The plot thickens. You won't rest until you reach the maximum efficiency. I wonder why we got that. Must have been for the weeds we just sprayed. But they're going good. Just about out of fertilizer. I am going to attempt to snag them, fill them up with fertilizer, and get them back on their course in the same spot. We'll see how that goes. When they get to the end of the row here, I will hit H and disable them, drive over to the fertilizer and fill up. Plenty of seed, though it's going a lot faster through it on this field. Maybe it's not enough seed. Soybeans burning through them. And I think all of this will fit. It did, perfect. And in theory, we should drive into our truck. In theory, we should be able to just come right here and hit H. They're lining up. Get it done, worker C. Hold on, hold on. What are you doing? The weeds are already done. Oh man, you're just wasting our money. Glad I drove by right then. We are gonna have them spray the cornfield though. So you're gonna go home, spray the cornfield. And oh man, I haven't even been looking at this. This place looks so different. I swear the scaffolding was not there before. This is pretty sweet. Okay, let's see how much money this should be like 30 grand. 37 to be exact. And yeah, just wood beams. Wood beams. We need 12,000 wood beams. Okay, nice money though. Starting to build up the fabric that it'll need. I'm gonna guess it needs like 6,000 to 12,000 fabric. Perfect. They are done with the ups and downs, which means I get to do the headlands. And we'll just get started to finish this off. Oh, I should have done the inside first, huh? We can fix that right here. We'll do this inside headland and then we'll do the outside headland. And our soybeans will be in the ground, and I'm hoping we have enough seed. No field. Oh yeah, that's true. We'll have to spray that ourselves. All right, well they got there, but no field bound. So anybody else run into that problem with those fields, let me know. The fields by the farm, just something wrong with them. I think this is the last task we have to do in April. Let's get her done. And we are all done with year 5's planting season. All that's left to do is spray weeds on 2 fields and just kind of wait for them to be ready to be harvestable. Exciting times. Yeah, let's take a look at it this way. We have 59 and 56 have soybeans in them. We have all the fertilizer we need. No weeds yet. We'll double check that in the morning. Over here, we got the weeds taken care of. Fertilizer's good. And in field 76, we have cotton. In field 8, we have cotton as well. Fertilizer is good. Weeds have been sprayed. And then the cornfield right now, fertilizer is good. And weeds will probably show up in the morning. But it's time to get this stuff home, pack it in for April, and I'll catch you guys in May. I'm Socksway Up. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you on the next episode.